How you doing? Welcome to the Real Boys Real Talk podcast, a podcast where two wise guys shoot the shit and discuss whatever they want. What's it to you? I'm telling you, folks, this podcast is where it's at. It's all right with me. So let's get to it then. Here they are, the hosts with the most, the ambitious, the atrocious Real Boys.
How's it going? RBRT, episode number 4?
Episode number 3.
3. Ooh. Okay. We are here with our guest. Introduce yourself.
I'm Trina.
Right on. And this is our extraterrestrial expert.
Alien enthusiast.
Alien
sitting across the table from us right now. And she is excited, ecstatic.
I am.
To speak on
Very
behalf
excited.
of extraterrestrial life.
Yes.
So right now we're just gonna
Just ask you some general questions. We've had some of the listeners on Instagram. They've sent in some questions to ask you, so we'll get to those as well. But right now, we'll just ask you a few questions, kick it off, some general questions. Here's one for you. What are your opinion on face tattoos?
Yuck. I don't like them.
just straight out the gate.
I
Don't
like
have them.
No,
They're unpleasant.
I don't like them.
Yeah.
You're gonna get old eventually, and yeah.
I think they start to like grow, don't they?
I just think once you get old, they're great when you're young, but
I mean, hell, do it while you're young if you're
That's
gonna do
everything.
it. But
That's everything.
tell you what, you're gonna get old one day, and those tattoos
you're gonna get
are.
old one day, and you're gonna go.
They don't age as well as you think.
And they're not as pretty anymore.
What's like the worst type of face tattoo you could see on someone?
I would think
Penis.
Big old dick.
no. I would think like devil horns or cat ears or something.
What about like
That's-
Mike Tyson tattoo? How there's half of your face covered by some tribal.
Okay, so I have to say I've been at work since I got this whole thing. They thought I should get a Mike Tyson
Wait,
tattoo.
since this whole thing, what happened? What are you talking
with
about?
the bike.
Can you tell us about that?
Well, I fell off my bike.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, I showed you the picture. I fell off my bike.
She had this
They're
black
like,
eye.
oh my god, you should get the Mike Tyson tattoo. Then they would never see you with a black eye.
Not a good idea.
No, I would never get I would never get a tattoo on my face. I got one tattoo. It hurt like hell.
Could you imagine my mom with two teardrops? Two bodies. No.
I would never kill anyone.
Face tattoos are a no-go. What about an ice cream cone?
I do like ice cream cones.
Nice, instead of a teardrop, a nice ice cream cone.
Oh yeah,
That'd
I
be
would
pretty cool.
totally do a ice cream cone over a teardrop.
That would be pretty cool.
I would be horrible in prison. I'd be somebody's bitch for sure.
We don't want that.
It's probably because you don't have a Mike Tyson tattoo.
Yeah, if you got a Mike Tyson tattoo, people might fear you.
Unless I cut all my hair off and look like a boy, then maybe I'd be okay.
I don't know. You want to look like a boy.
Well, I mean in prison, so I wouldn't get,
I don't know. That's
might
a
like
good
that.
idea. Yeah, they might like that a little too much.
Well, then I'd be in control.
What you got to do is, if you go to prison, is you just got to beat the shit out of the biggest person you see.
Have you ever seen me beat the shit out of anybody before in your life?
Those
son?
wasps.
Yeah, you gotta smack them like you smack those wasps. You gotta assert your dominance. First
If I
night
ever had to go to
in the
prison,
yard.
I would cut my hair and look like a man. And they respect women that look like men in prison. I would do that.
Get a couple face tattoos.
I don't think I'd go that far, but I would cut my
Let
hair.
me ask
look
you.
like
I
a
got a
man.
question for you. If
What are you going to prison
Yeah,
for?
if you're gonna go to prison, why do you think you would go to prison?
Probably DUI.
Okay, well, we have one listener question that I'm going to ask now. What was the hardest part about raising Tony? Anthony.
Hey.
Well, sometimes he was a very obnoxious kid.
Come on, I'm still obnoxious. Am I right?
And I would punish him and I'd pull his arm and his arm would dislocate.
Really?
Yeah.
You pulling my arm out of the socket. I don't remember any of this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Would you have to pop it back in?
No, I'd have to take you to the doctor.
Jeez, was it worth it?
Well,
Wait, was that why I was obnoxious? Is because I was having to go to the doctor because you were
No,
pulling my arm out
because
of
you
the
were
socket?
just being bratty.
You know what? You want to know who's one person I beat the shit out of? Sounds like Anthony.
No, Anthony actually was a really good kid.
I take you on.
I would take him to McDonald's and I would buy him a Happy Meal. Let's say, eat your Happy Meal, you can go play.
I'd eat my Happy Meal and still be pissed off.
And
A Happy
he
Meal
wouldn't
didn't work
eat his
for
Happy
shit.
I had to lock him in the car.
She would lock me in the car, no
I would
AC,
lock him. Oh, yeah.
in the middle of the summer.
But I would sit out there with
Things
him.
were different in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So,
But I would sit out there with him. I wouldn't...
why would you lock me in the car? What do you think that's going to do?
Because I just wanted you to eat your meal.
Did I eat it after that? After that
Yeah,
torture?
you would eat it.
Would I eat it in the car, like all sweating?
If I had to make you eat it in the car all sweaty.
You're going to eat that damn Happy Meal, and you are going to like it.
You
Was
ordered-
there ever a moment in time where you thought he might have been gay?
No, never.
No?
Never.
Okay.
I never
What
thought
made-
my Anthony was gay.
What's the moment? Can you remember a specific moment where you're like, that boy's not gay for sure?
Do we want to do this, Aunt?
Go
Yeah.
for it. Send it.
Hey, we can edit it out if
So,
not.
we were in the grocery store. We're going to do this again.
Oh, is this the same story?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That was the time I knew you weren't gay.
We'll tell it.
Go ahead.
Well, because Anthony was in the grocery store, and me and my mom were standing in line. Anthony was in the grocery store with a big pool noodle. And he's waving around going, Mom, look at my big wiener. And I looked at my mother, and I'm like, where is that child's mother? There's these two really hot guys standing beside us.
You're like, oh shit, this
Oh,
kid's
yeah.
packing.
No, I wasn't going to let that out. But yeah, I knew you weren't gay.
There we go.
You have always had girlfriends. I knew for a fact you were never gay.
Do you remember that time you walked in on me and I had that girl's pants off and you walked into the room and you like looked at us and you were just like, Anthony, put that girl's pants back on.
No, I don't remember that, but I remember the time you were jacking off. I walked in the room.
We talked about this on the last episode. Go ahead, you can tell the story. That's what it's all about.
Like, why didn't you lock the freaking door?
I thought I was home alone. I did
You
not
weren't.
know
I
you
was
were
there,
home.
Aunt. I was there.
I did not know I was
She
caught.
was home the whole time.
I was caught with my pants down.
He told me he was spread eagle.
I had my
You
feet
know
up
what?
above my head.
The second I knew what was going on, I walked out.
Hey, do you remember what you asked me later that night at
Huh.
dinner?
I don't.
You remember what you asked me?
Yeah.
You looked me dead in the eyes after like 15 minutes of silence, and you asked me, "Did you at least finish?" I think that's the most awkward moment. And it wasn't really that awkward. I mean, me and my mom have always been close, but that was fucking awkward. That shit had me dying.
I don't remember the girl that I walked in and you had your
Where were you
pants
wanking
down.
it to?
I don't recall what I was
Do you
specifically
remember?
ranking it to.
I
like,
just walked
Let me see
in.
the phone. What are you looking at here?
I'm like, Anthony, why didn't you lock your freaking door?
Why did you barge right in?
Well, why didn't you lock your door?
I didn't know you were home.
I always walked in.
Yeah, you
Lock
barged right
your
in.
door,
It's her fucking
Anthony.
house.
I didn't think she was home.
Lock your door.
He locks them now. I
Lock
tried,
your door, Anthony.
I tried barging in the other day.
I'll
No.
lock every
Lock
door
your door.
now. You
Lock
got
your
it. I've since learned from them to lock my door. Put a little note on the door. I'm winking it in here.
He puts a little scarf over the door
Oh
handle.
my god! I know.
A sock-
Tie a ribbon
A
around
sock on the door handle.
Oh my
It's
goodness!
a sacred practice.
This is my son. Stop.
Have you ever stolen anything in general?
I have.
What was it?
My senior year in high school, I stole. I can't remember what it was, but I stole something, and they called the police on me.
You stole something from the school, or you just
No, I
stole
stole something from. It was like a Save-On or a drugstore.
something? Uh huh.
I can't remember. It was me and two other girls. I can't remember what we stole, but I did. My mom, yeah,
So you got caught for it.
Yes, I did.
Damn, and they wanted to call the police.
Yeah, well, they called my mom first. My mom came down. Yeah, they wanted to call the police.
And you've never stole anything since?
No. I have not stolen anything since.
You learned your lesson.
I'm not a thief.
There you go. I'm not a thief either.
I'm not a thief. I'm not a thief.
That's good. I mean, it's good to not be a thief for sure.
Your mom's not a thief.
Got a moral compass.
Yeah, I do have a moral compass.
Speaking of moral compass, dive bar or nightclub?
Oh, dive bar.
Okay.
I have a dive bar that I go to like a lot.
Shout it out.
Hogwash Saloon in Fountain Hills.
Shout out the Hogwash Saloon.
Hogwash.
Yeah, and your go-to drink?
Only on the weekends though, because
good.
during the week when I work, no, I don't go.
What's your go-to drink when you go to the Hogwash?
What is my go-to drink? I don't even know.
Beer or wine or a mixed drink?
Oh, I do like wine. Yeah, wine. Red wine.
Red wine.
Yeah, red wine.
Red wine.
Red wine. I
copyrighted
do
music.
like red wine. The drier, the better.
Rojo. Oh, I know.
Rojo. I do like that.
Can you recall what your favorite all-time Christmas present has ever been?
Yes, your father gave me a diamond pendant.
Oh, how sweet.
Yeah, that was my best Christmas present
What
ever.
was the carriage? What are we talking?
Heritage.
Heritage?
Maybe a quarter carat?
That's a quarter carat.
That's pretty decent. Dude.
That's a nice.
Back
That's
at-
a nice gift.
That's pretty decent because they didn't really have. How long ago was that?
1986?
Yeah, synthetic diamonds weren't really a big thing.
There you
That was a
go.
real diamond. That was expensive.
It
That's
was
a nice
a
carriage.
very... I cried. It was very... I loved it.
Thoughtful
A
gift.
diamond parent.
What is something that your son has done in public, in a grocery store that just was embarrassing?
Are we talking about the noodle thing again?
No, a different thing. In a shopping
Oh.
cart about an employee.
With the Albertsons.
The black guy?
Yeah, that one. Tell that story.
Well,
I wasn't
don't- yeah,
there.
she wasn't there for this one.
I wasn't there, but I heard that Anthony was like, "Oh my God, you're so black, you're purple."
I don't think
Yeah.
that's what I said.
That's definitely
That's not how
that's the
it's
story that I
I
heard.
wasn't there, but that's what I remember.
Oh man.
I said
He,
that.
Anthony
boy
was a
Tony is sorry.
very animated child. He was very animated.
Sounded honest too.
Yeah,
Speaking from
I
the
mean,
heart.
he didn't know any better. He was just like a cool kid growing up, and
I hear that I was a cool kid.
he was a pretty cool kid. He was easygoing. He was a cool kid.
Damn straight it was. Mother, question for you.
Yes.
Have you
Son.
have
answer.
you ever had to call the police on some kids?
Remember when... Did we call the police on those clown kids?
Oh, I think we did.
Yeah.
What's the story with the clown kids? Because I don't know.
Okay, so we had just moved into our apartment in the Palisades in Phoenix, Arizona. And I don't think we lived there very long.
No, we had just moved in.
We had just moved in maybe like a week. And these people came knocking at our door. And they were dressed up in clown costumes.
Did
Was
you
it
look?
Halloween or what?
No, it
No.
wasn't. It was just like it was like May or some shit.
Yeah.
Middle of May.
It was-
I looked through the peephole, and there were like 3 or 4
Yeah,
kids
it's very
out there.
scary.
They're in full costume.
No peephole here.
There's no people. Oh, shit, you gotta get one
No,
of
there's
those.
no people.
3 or 4 kids in full clown costume and like
Yeah.
masks on and everything. And do you recall
was-
what they said? I don't really remember what
They
they
wanted to
said.
come in and clean the house.
Oh shit!
Remember?
Oh
They said
shit.
they wanted to come in and clean the house. We said no, and they walked off calling, "Bitch, bitch, bitch. Remember?
Yeah, I wonder if someone lived there before us.
Maybe.
Maybe they would have understood
but it was
a little bit better.
like the creepy ass, and we called the police.
You had to call
Did
the
we call the police?
I think we did call the police, and they had nothing to say about it.
I don't think they did either, because it was like totally creepy.
It was very creepy. I do have to say that. I mean, I think I was the one who looked through the peephole, and I was.
And then afterwards, I remember you going outside and sitting on the table out there in the Ramada. And
Mm-hmm. I don't think there was a Ramada. I think it was just a table.
Remember there was in the parkway thing? Remember in the park thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, I think there was a Ramada. I think you're right.
Yeah.
Any more user questions?
Well, it's not a user. These are just the ones that,
Okay.
They are like listener submitted questions, but they're not related to you being the guest. These are just ones that we get in general. Here's one off the top of my head. Is a monitor lizard an acceptable pet?
Yeah.
Do you remember when I told you I brought home a monitor?
No.
Did you know you had a snake in your house?
Oh, he did not.
Yeah. He had a snake in your house for like 4 months.
I asked him not to. I asked him, please.
Why you gotta air out my shit?
Not such a good son now, is
Gonna
he?
get me in trouble on the pod.
She's over here
I
scratching
asked
her.
him not to.
But you didn't even know.
You see?
Didn't, but Anthony, out of respect for me,
Oh God, you got me in hot water.
out of
now.
respect for me, I asked you, out of respect for me.
That's what you wanted. You got the reaction you wanted.
I had a fucking snake in my house. I asked you, Anthony,
Fucking
out of respect for your mother.
Get me in hot water now. Jeez, what are
You
you
will
doing
never
to
move
me?
into my house again.
Oh. Come on, Mom. Don't throw me out like that.
I'm going to, because
Don't
you know
throw
what?
me out
That is
like that.
very disrespectful.
It wasn't my fault.
Don't blame it on fucking Ashley. That's bullshit, Anthony. And you
Tell
asked
her
me,
you're
you
joking.
asked me, what would you do?
Tell her you're joking.
You asked me, and I told you, I hope you would not do that to me. And did you do it?
No.
Anthony.
No, it's just a joke.
I was joking. I knew. He was telling me he wanted to get a snake so bad, and as a matter of fact, I kept his snake at our place because I have snakes, and he was wanting to bring it over, and he kept just mentioning like wanting to do it, and you disapproved. So I knew about that, and I just wanted to mention that.
Did you lie to me, Anthony?
About what?
About the fucking snake.
No, yeah, I don't know. It wasn't here. You're good. No,
You were living here, Anthony.
there was no snake here. It was in.
It better
it was
not
at-
fucking be.
It was at Mr. Murdy's house. It's
It
still
was in my
here.
house.
It's under the bed right now. Have you been feeding it? Because it's been here the whole time.
It's eating the wasps.
Not funny. So not funny,
Why do you
Ant.
think you haven't had any wasps here in a minute? The snake's taking care of it for you.
So not funny.
Okay, as you're pouring a glass of wine, I need to ask you: is boxed wine classy or trashy?
Classy.
Straight class.
Cheap and classy.
That's class.
It is. For me, it is. I like box wine.
Okay, that's good.
I just
Good
don't
answer.
buy it because then I'll drink it all. And if I only buy one glass, I only drink one bottle. So
Just
if I
one
buy a
bottle.
whole box, then I'll drink a whole box. So I just buy a bottle.
Damn. Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta go to the box. There's nothing wrong with that.
I don't buy boxes anymore. But I would buy a box if I can control it.
Controlling a box is pretty hard.
It's pretty
It's
hard
very
to
hard
do.
because it's sitting right there in front of your face.
All those edges.
Drink it.
All right, so give us the intro to aliens. Give us a rundown. I don't know anything about them.
Okay, so we're almost 20 minutes in here. Alien enthusiast. We're gonna get into the alien segment here.
The spotlight is yours.
So just your thoughts on aliens. What do you think is actually going on out there? And
All right,
just
so-
this is your time to just tell us.
Okay, so I think God is an alien. I think
Off the top.
he had a wife, and they were both the creators of.
Is she also alien?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, I think God is an alien, and his wife. I think he had a wife. I know he had a wife.
She's positive.
And what'd you say?
I said
She's
she's
positive.
positive.
Oh, okay. So, and they
What the fuck did you say
created
to me?
civilization, and they had a lot of kids. I mean, I really don't know as far as. I think they're from another planet, maybe Naboo.
Is Naboo another planet?
Naboo is another planet that.
Is that in
the
our-
Anunnaki?
The Anunnaki.
What's so funny about the Anunnaki?
No, it's just the Anunnaki. So Naboo. So is
Naboo-
that where the Anunnaki come from? Is
Naboo
Naboo?
is a planet that the Anunnaki come from.
And is the Anunnaki, is Naboo in our solar system? Or not our solar system, but our
It's a
galaxy?
rogue planet.
It's a rogue
They
planet.
come around like every 30,000 years. So Naboo, they need gold for their atmosphere. They damage their atmosphere, they need gold. So they are mining gold from our atmosphere, and so they sent down workers. And I kind of feel like that's a Bigfoot.
That's a Bigfoot?
I do think that's a Bigfoot.
Okay.
Because they thought that it was too much to do it themselves.
Uh-huh.
It's hard. Can you imagine how hard it is to mine gold?
So you think Bigfoot's Bigfoot or Bigfoot's?
I think Bigfoot is. He
So you-
mines gold.
So you think they're related to the Anunnaki?
I kind of do, yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, and I get confused because major creation. If you're talking about major creation, God. I think if you want to talk about aliens, we're going to go back like before Earth. I think Mars was a time before Earth. I think Mars might have been a planet before Earth that was like Earth.
Like it was just a formed planet before Earth.
I think Mars was like an Earth planet.
Okay. It's pretty similar.
It doesn't have an atmosphere. That's why it is the way that it is now. But I believe at one time it had an atmosphere.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Was it inhabited by?
I do think it was inhabited. I really do.
By the Anunnaki?
I think by the Anunnaki. I think the Anunnaki came. Their planet was under turmoil. It needed gold to. They ruined their atmosphere. They needed gold to line their atmosphere. So they came here to mine gold for their atmosphere. So I think Mars was like a stopping place.
Kind of like a pit stop?
I think so.
Okay.
And the moon too.
Well,
The moon has very. What is that chemical that's on the moon that is
moon,
not found here on Earth?
moon sand.
SR22.
SR22 is what you get when you get a DUI. I know from experience.
Well, there's something on the moon that
Look it up.
a chemical.
SR22. So, did you get a DUI?
I've never had a DUI.
No,
but
I got a DUI.
there's a chemical that's only found on the moon that people or that they think aliens go to mine.
Okay, maybe like a metal or something like that.
It's I don't know what it is.
Because if they're relying on
Oh,
gold,
SiO2.
SiO2.
There you go.
Okay,
Yeah. You close.
very good. Okay, so they're using Mars as like a pit stop.
I think they are.
They're going to the moon.
No, I actually think that there were aliens on Mars.
Well, there's a lot. I mean, like you see, like the
I think Mars
formations.
had an atmosphere
Yeah,
at
like
one time.
you see these like formations and stuff on Mars.
I think
that
Mars
look
had
pretty,
an atmosphere at one time.
Um,
And that there were people there, and I think they were there before our civilization.
can you describe what you think an Anunnaki extraterrestrial would be like?
They're tall. They're very tall.
Do they look like us?
They do, but they're very tall.
Okay.
I think they're like 10 feet tall, and they have very long beards.
I want to look up what an Anunnaki might look like.
They're very tall. I think they're like 10 feet tall.
So
They're
would that
like-
be like that's why the Bigfoot thing comes into play? Because they're supposed to be really tall and hairy and
I mean, I don't know. I think that the Anunnaki came here to mine gold because their atmosphere was bad, and they needed the gold to align their atmosphere. So the Anunnaki came here, and they realized that it was so hard to mine the gold, like as a person, hard to mine the gold. So they had these Bigfoots come in here, and they had them come in here and do it. I do believe that.
Do you think
The cradle of civilization. Look that up.
cradle of civilization?
I
You
mean,
looked that up.
Look up their gods. They look just like the Anunnaki.
So you think the Anunnaki, they were definitely fucking with the ancient Egyptians?
No,
So
I don't think.
I see as I'm looking at these, I'm seeing a resemblance.
Well, I think that some of their gods, some of their medical gods was.
Do you think these are the same aliens that were like they say helping like make the Great Pyramids and?
I think that the bird god. I think that
The bird god.
he was a medical guy.
Okay.
He was a medical guy. I do think that the Greys had a lot to do with building the pyramids.
The Greys.
I do. Because I think they were like the back people.
What's the story on the Greys? They're the ones who are like abducting and probing.
I know. I think that
Think they still do that?
that's actually a good question. Do they actually probe? Do you think that's actually a thing?
I think that I don't think that they can procreate. I don't think that they can procreate. I think that they can't.
So where do they come from?
Look up. Jeez, I can't think.
Do you think they could probe me?
I don't want to probe you.
I don't know.
They come from.
I'm a handsome boy.
Oh my gosh! Look up. I can't think of their names right now. Gosh darn it!
Yeah, let me look up some gray alien. They're the ones with the big eyes, right?
Yep. They come from a star system that has dual stars.
They're scary looking ones. They got the big eyes and
not
the
only
big
that,
heads.
but there's a lot of different species. Hand me my phone.
You want me to hand you your phone?
Yeah, where is it?
I gotta find it.
I'll find out what this star system is because I have done a lot of research on this star system. Or not.
So I see an article right here. It says space aliens are breeding with humans. University instructor says. And
Hey,
it's
what's
an NBC
the star system they come from?
Let me look that up.
I know it. I know it's on the tip of my tongue. Goodness. Oh. It's a binary star system. It's got two stars. Where's my phone? Call my phone.
Check the phone. Call the phone, Tony.
the phone. I'm on it.
Call my phone. It's a binary star system. There's two star systems. I think it's dark and inhabited.
Call the phone.
Call the phone.
It's in the room.
What the heck?
Jeez, guys. Jeez.
So, I'm going to tell you about the binary star systems right now.
All right, we're gonna get into the binary star system, home of the Greys.
Are there non-binary star systems?
Well, this is like, I don't want to say Jack and Diane, but hold on.
Trans stars?
Trans stars. It's a big topic these days.
Zeta Reticuli.
Yes, that's the one. That is the one. They're from Zeta Reticuli.
Is this the star system that lady in like the 80s was able to basically
map?
Yeah, basically
Yep.
draw out,
Yep, that's it.
whereas like
Because they
no one should
pulled
have known
her and
this.
her husband on board, and they did a lot of research on them. Yeah.
So the gray aliens, they're dying. Their race is dying out.
I mean,
Is that where the probing comes in? They're trying to kind of impregnate people to have their hybrid children.
Because the article did say that they were breeding with humans. Do you think that's like...
I think, yeah, maybe. I mean, so when their ships
Dicks.
crashed and they got the aliens, they had no sex. They had no
They don't have penises.
No
they-
genitals.
or vaginas.
Penises or vaginals?
No
There's
penises or
nothing.
vaginals.
No vaginals.
Okay.
So, I mean, I think that they cannot. I think that they ruined their planet and they cannot procreate anymore. I mean, I believe that. I mean,
know what?
why
You know
else would you have to believe that all these people that are making these accusations? Why would they lie?
Right. What do they have to gain?
They have nothing to gain, only ridicule. Nothing. Ridicule. That's it.
It's true. That kind of makes me think like these days, like back, 20, 30 years ago, you get these pictures, like these real grainy pictures of like
Yeah.
UFOs and stuff like that. Now that we have these smartphones in the palm of our hands that take like high quality HD photos and videos, you're
Well,
not
some of
seeing
that,
too
but I
many
mean-
UFOs these days.
Why would you say, yeah, I was taken in a space aircraft and impregnated?
Sounds pretty kooky.
Or why am I pregnant and then all
With
of a
this
sudden
big-headed,
taken into a
big-eyed
space
child.
aircraft and now I'm not pregnant anymore?
So here's a question for you. As far as Christianity goes, you have Mother Mary, like the mother of Christ, and she was supposed to be a virgin. Do you think that's the case with
No.
that? No.
No, because if you translate, so when the Bible was written in Greek, then translated to Aramaic, which was what Jesus spoke, Aramaic. Yeah, Aramaic. And then into
It was translated a lot of times.
So what was the question?
Mother Mary.
So when the Bible was translated, and I was just watching this before you guys came, so I know. So the Bible was translated.
Expert.
So when it was translated to English, it was a virgin. So in Aramaic, it was translated into a woman of marrying age. Marrying, like getting married, age.
Okay.
So that's how many times it was translated. So no, she was not a virgin.
Interesting.
Oh, I can show you the whole thing. It is interesting. It's so interesting. The whole translation, it was translated into the Bible. Do we want to talk about the Bible?
We can talk about the Bible, sure.
Okay, so it was translated first. So Jesus spoke Aramaic. And it was, the first language it was put in was Greek, because that was what the rich people smoke.
The rich people were smoking that good cocaine.
I just said that. Spoke. I meant spoke. So, The next one was then Aramaic, which was what Jesus spoke. Then it translated into Latin. Then it translated into German. Then it translated into... No, not German.
So it went from Latin to maybe Greek or something? Or...
No, Greek was the first one.
Started in Greek.
Anyway, like, English was like the 5th or 6th language to be translated in, so go figure.
I mean, translated more.
So, anyway, she was not a virgin.
I mean, that just sounds kind of... She couldn't be the only one who had a virgin birth.
I mean, I want to believe that she was
biology.
because I want to believe that aliens inseminated her, and I do want to believe that.
Here's a good question, actually. This is a listener-submitted question. Do human concepts like taxes exist in other universes? Would you think like their economic system is as like advanced as ours, or do you think it's a little bit further?
I think they're way more advanced than ours.
I would think they're way more advanced than us.
Way more advanced.
You know, because you don't get
I
that
don't even
far.
think they deal with money anymore.
That's what I'm thinking. You wouldn't get that far if you're
I
still
don't think
dealing
they
with,
deal with
like
money.
a currency.
Not at all.
And then here's another one. It says, are there wars amongst the aliens?
Oh, yeah. I definitely believe there's wars out there. Yeah. I do believe.
Tell us a little bit more. What kind of wars?
What
What do you think they're fighting over? Probably like planetary territory.
You know how many star systems there are?
No.
Billion. Yeah.
I don't.
I would
So
say
many.
It keeps
I
expanding.
mean, I don't know either, but I mean, there's so many. I mean, if you think of our planet in the Milky Way, okay, it's a spiral. We're one arm, way out in this arm.
Right.
So, can you believe how much other stuff is out there?
I mean, that's like if you see that picture of the Milky Way, and we're on that one little arm, and we're on like the very edge of it too.
You know how many stars are out there? And you have to imagine, okay, we're not the only life out there. You know how many life sources there are around those stars?
Well, each star we're seeing is a star in the Milky Way galaxy.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know. I don't know too much about stars, but
Yeah,
I
they're
would
out there.
assume those are stars in our galaxy. And each one of those stars have the potential to have planets just like ours does. So, the numbers are there for there to be life.
Just
for
because
sure.
we don't have the technology to find out about that doesn't mean there's nothing there. We don't know. So when I was at AlienCon back in March, there are like 5 different terrestrial planetizations. One thing is you pick up upon your planet, okay? You become part of that planet. Next one is you pick up upon your, depending on how far advanced you are, okay? You pick up upon your...
Are you talking about like the 5 stages? Like you go from like the 5th stage being like having harvest power of your sun?
Yes.
Like the energy of your sun?
Yes.
So there's like
Yes.
5 stages
Yes.
of intelligent life.
Yes.
I believe, if I understand correctly, we were in like stage 2 or something like that.
1.
Stage 1.
Or 0. We're not very far.
There's...
I mean, if you think about it, there are planets out there so far ahead of us.
Most definitely. Yeah.
I mean, there has to be. There has to be.
Yeah.
I mean, what are they doing? Are they our God? Are they the people that came to help with the pyramids? Are they our Greek goddesses? Are they from
Do you think like Greek gods and stuff were aliens?
Yeah, I do. I think they were aliens.
Why were they here during that time?
I think they were looking for a new home.
The
I
Greek
think-
gods.
Well, they would have been aliens, so they were looking for a new home. And are they still here from that time?
I do
period,
think they're still here. I do think that a lot of the aliens are still here. I think they came and like the reptilians.
Okay.
I think they're still in our underground.
So the reptilians are living
What do you mean underground?
like in the core of the earth.
I do. Yeah. I think they're in the core of the earth. I think the Greys are still coming here.
Reptilians, they're shapeshifters, correct?
I mean, I don't know.
Do you believe that if they are shapeshifters, do you believe that like
I believe that there are aliens here among us living today, right now, in our everyday life.
you have possibly seen?
I have not seen anything, but I do believe that they're here living among us in our everyday life.
What do you think they're doing? What do you think their mission is? If they're living in the core of the earth, and they have,
I don't think that they're living in the core of the earth. I think they're living here among us on the earth. I think they might be shapeshifters. I don't know. I mean, this is just my guess. I think that they're here. I think that aliens have been here all our lives, doing whatever they do. I don't know what they do, but I think that there's hybrids. I think there's a lot of hybrids. I think that they're here, walking among us.
I mean, do you think they know that they're hybrids? Like,
No, I don't think they know.
So you think they're walking around kind of unaware that
Yeah,
they're
I do.
aliens amongst humans?
I do. I think that they don't know who they are.
I mean,
think
someone
that-
would have to catch on at that point, right? Like, you go to the doctor or some shit like that to get your basic checkup, and it's like, dude,
But I mean,
you have a whole
think
new
about
set
it.
of
It's-
genetics that
it's
we've
an
never
alien
seen.
thing.
Well,
I mean, how do you know?
Whenever you go to the doctor, they don't really check your...
I mean, what if you do? If they don't know that they're alien?
I mean, technically, if you're a hybrid, you would still be like half
You can
human.
be a hybrid, Anthony. He can be a hybrid. I
He's
can
a
be
hybrid?
We don't know.
You got a probe in there somewhere?
Been hiding it.
But I mean, you don't know. I mean, do you know?
I guess you don't know. I mean, you see
I mean,
a lot of
I
people
know
every
who
day.
your father is. I think I know who your father is.
I work with a couple hybrids.
But
I think.
I mean, I don't know for a full fact.
He did find the podcast.
He did.
He found it.
Who?
His
father.
dad. He's a listener.
Shut up, pops.
Yeah.
Hi, Danny.
Danny.
Double
See,
D.
He didn't want to. You didn't want to tell me his name.
I told you, Double D.
Double D.
I'm sorry. Did
That's
I?
the name around the.
No, he just didn't ever want to tell me,
Oh.
so now I know. It's fine. It's lovely having you around. I find out things that are just overdue. That's...
Me and my son are
It was
very
vital
close.
information.
We're very close. So yeah, I mean,
Have you ever seen a UFO?
well,
With your own
I'm not
eyes?
sure. I saw something, but I'm not sure what I saw.
Can you go into that experience a little bit?
You really want me to go through the whole thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why we're here.
Okay, so I'm a mail carrier in Fountain Hills, and back maybe 20 years ago, I was working the Salt River Reservation area, and I went back there, and what was back there? There was like a couple houses, and there was like the water treatment plant. Mesa water treatment plant was back there. Coming back, I can't remember the year. Coming back, and I see this. I thought it was a ghost. It was, you've heard this before, a teardrop. It was a teardrop. A teardrop. It was illuminated. And this is 12 o'clock in the afternoon.
In the middle of the day.
Yeah. Teardrop illuminated. And I was driving a car, and it stood up on my windshield for, I don't know, maybe long enough to know what I was seeing.
So
And
were
I li-
you? So you were out in? It was like, are you out in the desert?
I'm at work.
Are you on like a dirt road? Like,
Yeah, kind of a dirt road. It was on the Indian reservation.
and you said it hit your windshield. Did you hear some kind of
So
thud?
I had, so I was driving a Vitara. So out of the Vitara, what is this thing?
The direction? What are you talking?
No,
Like the visor? or
Sunroof?
no,
The hood?
what's that thing that catches your
The antenna?
The antenna. The antenna came out of the windshield or the driver's side, and it was out there. So I'm watching this illuminated.
How bright was it? Like on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being like the brightness.
It was
of the
like a
sun.
bubble. It was like a big bubble that just floated there for like a long time. It was like, I don't know, it was like a light.
Okay.
And so it took off and it hit my antenna. My antenna went boink, 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 boink. Oh my God. I was never scared.
It took off?
It hovered above my windshield.
Uh-huh. About this big?
What size of it?
was-
Was it a big grapefruit?
A big illuminated bubble. I don't know how to explain it. It was like a teardrop. It wasn't round. It was like a teardrop. Like you imagine a teardrop.
Okay.
It was in the shape of a teardrop, and then it took off and it hit that antenna. It hit that antenna so hard. Boing, 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 boing. Yeah, it hit it that hard.
Were you driving?
No, I stopped at that point. I stopped when I saw the teardrop.
Oh, and then it came towards you and hit.
No, I don't know. I saw the teardrop. I stopped, and it hovered there.
Now, I remember you always telling me the story. That's pretty fascinating. It's always one that got me fascinated.
It just
Did it disappear? Or did it like
no,
fly away?
It hit the antenna.
So it hits the antenna and then just kept kind of traveling?
I guess.
At any point, did you like get out of the car and like
I did
watch
get out of
this?
the car. I did, but it didn't come back.
You
I
just-
wasn't scared at all.
You just kind of watched it kind of float away?
No, I didn't see it after that. It
Fucking
floated.
killed it.
She fucking pulled out the...
You killed it.
No, I didn't. No, I don't want to kill it. That's the only contact I've ever had with, like, anything like that.
I saw something once in Sedona
I know.
that got me kind of thinking that aliens exist for sure. You want to hear the story?
I
So, me and the buddies, we were out in Sedona, and we go to the river.
What
and
river?
There's like a creek that runs through. It's like Oak Creek or something like that, and it runs through Sedona. But we went to this spot where we know that there's a vortex, and when you show up to the vortex, the trees are all spiraled, going upwards. They grow all funky and all spiraled. They say it's like energy or something pulling on the the roots of the trees, making it grow that way.
Like a vortex?
A vortex.
Vortex.
So we're out there, and this was at the point when I was just like, I've never seen any kind of proof of UFOs or aliens or anything like that. I was starting to think, this is all horse shit.
They're out there, son.
And I want to believe me. I want to believe, and I'm telling myself I want to believe. So sun is just about setting. The sun is setting for sure, and we go out to the river, and we're standing around for probably about 30 minutes tops. And the whole time I'm thinking to myself, I'm not saying it out loud. We're all silent. We're all just looking up at the sky. And I'm thinking, just give me some kind of sign. Give me something. I want to believe in aliens, just like I want to believe in the Bigfoot. Give me some kind of proof or some kind of sign, just something. And I'm saying this to myself. I'm not saying it out loud. And we look. I look towards the probably it was like the east sky, and you see the nice, red rocks, and the sun's reflecting off the red rocks. And out of nowhere, I see this ball of light kind of just show up. I don't know where it came from, but it kind of just showed up. And it starts off pretty small. Like you would think like this is like a plane or maybe like a star or something like that. You know, it's not blinking or anything like that. It's a solid light. And then right before our eyes, this thing starts to expand. And it gets pretty damn big. Like if you're looking at the sun in the middle of the day, which, by the way, don't look at the sun. That shit hurts your eyes. If you're looking at the sun in the middle of the day, I want to say it expanded to about a quarter of that size. So pretty damn big and bright. And like we all saw this at this point. There's me and like 4 of my buddies. And we're all looking at it at this point. And it gets big and it gets bright. And what it does is it drops down and then like does a curve and then just shoots up to the like high atmosphere. And that thing was gone. But it sat there for probably about 30, 40 seconds before it blew up and then it dropped down and just like I say it Nike swooshed. Because that's what it did. It like dropped down and swooshed. Didn't go straight up, but it went like diagonal through the sky.
You ever watch Skinwalker Ranch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't.
Reminds me of that.
But that, and then we hightail it back to the car, and as we're leaving Sedona, we see like 3-4 Black Hawk helicopters just cruising in that direction. So we know we saw that. And that like, and I was with a friend who's like
so
a huge
scary.
alien believer, and he was just like, "Oh shit, they saw that too," and they're gonna go check out that spot right now, see what's going on. But that, I mean, I've seen other things in the sky. I think they're definitely like satellites or something like that. You know, nothing too crazy.
I mean, I think that if something is making rapid turns and
It's got like intelligent life to it.
right. I mean, if something is just out there flickering,
You were around for the Phoenix Lights.
I was, but I didn't say anything.
Do you remember like the next day?
I don't. I'm so sorry, I don't.
That would have been something for you to see. Holy
I know.
shit.
I know. I wish I did. I really wish I did because
What were you doing? You were probably just in the house somewhere, just not.
taking care of you.
Yeah, yeah, it happened in what, like 1998?
Yeah, I was probably giving you a bath or something.
All right, we're announcing first sponsor. We got a little ad read here. Tony, why don't you give it off?
Ladies and gentlemen, and all those who enjoy down their pleasure, allow me to introduce to you to the world of Mr. Jib, the premier destination for all your anal exploration needs. Their team of experts have designed and crafted the most exquisite range of butt plugs on the market. From the smooth, tantalizing touch of their silicone and glass models to the more daringly stimulating materials, they guarantee to satisfy your need for stimulation and pleasure.
The newest addition to their catalog is something special, all right? Their latest release of butt plugs are carefully crafted to provide
Very nice.
intense and deeply satisfying stimulation.
Oh, boy.
Jib's expertly textured pieces ensure an exquisite sensation as the plugs move within you.
Ooh, I like the sound of that, Mr. Murdy. What else did they do?
Their contoured shape is designed to hit the perfect spot, and the flared base ensures they remain secure.
So don't delay. Take the plunge and explore a new world of untapped pleasure. Visit Mr. Jibs today and experience the ultimate, and I mean ultimate,
People.
anal exploration. Fill up your butt, folks.
Oh, no.
So that was our midway ad read. Do you have any comments on that?
No.
No comments.
I'll tell you what, I know firsthand, these Mr. Jibs, they do the trick.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I don't remember the Phoenix Lights.
Gotta stay clean, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I know.
1997, the Phoenix Lights.
You're my baby. I had to take care of you.
That's wild.
No, I mean, I wish I would have seen the Phoenix Lights because I so believe in... I don't know. I think there's a lot of different species visiting our planet.
Uh-huh.
So, I mean, it could have been who knows what. I believe there's a lot of different species visiting our planet.
So people who said they've seen the Phoenix Lights described it as being absolutely silent. Like this thing didn't make any noises.
That's what I heard.
But later they say that the lights were actually identified as A-10 Warthogs, which were military planes. Those make a lot of noise.
Yeah. So that's not true. I mean, the Air Force is going to...
You think they're
the
definitely
military
covering this stuff up, though?
Oh, yeah, totally. The military is going to cover whatever they can up.
Right.
Because they're so afraid of us finding out about alien life.
Right.
So
Why is that?
Because I think they would think we would rebel, you know?
If we knew that there's a greater power than the
a lot of people
U.S.
would
military.
become afraid. I mean, think about it. A lot of people, if they think there were aliens here and we knew about them, they would become afraid.
I mean, it's no joke. Like, that's a pretty scary thing to think that there's life forms that are traveling like intergalactically. Is that the right word?
I think so. Yeah.
It spooks me out. Because that just means, like, we don't have the power to do that. Like,
No,
shit,
we
can barely get to the moon.
We're just like a low class... We're just like the hood of... No, we're just like a low class...
We are the hood.
We're the hood.
We're the hood of the galaxy.
We are the hood of the galaxy.
Gang, gang.
I mean, we are so new. I mean, think about all the other planets that can tap into so much more than we can. I mean, if you can tap in, we can't even tap into our own Earth stuff. Just think if we can tap into our whole
Like, solar system or universe?
solar system stuff.
Right.
Just think if we could tap into that stuff.
Do you think aliens can, like, you know how, like, there's always, like, meteors or asteroids that, like, get close to hitting Earth? Do you think other life can, like, prevent that from happening? Do you think they're advanced enough to, like, stop that? Or do you think there's some kind of connection between that stuff happening to us and aliens?
I do believe that we have a guardian planet out there.
A guardian planet.
Yeah,
Why are they guarding us? Resources?
maybe. I mean,
Is there a name for this planet?
no, I don't know. I don't know of unnamed planet. All I know is, yeah, we hold a lot of resources. So if we have a lot of resources, so people might be coming here to mine our resources. Think about it. I mean,
And that would be, like, precious metals and stuff like that?
like the Anunnaki come here
With the
to
gold.
mine gold.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
You think
I
they
mean-
might be going for, like, oil? Or do you think they're too advanced for oil?
I mean, maybe. I don't know.
I
Gotcha.
personally think if they're traveling through like space and time,
They
they're
don't
not
want
fucking
oil.
with
I
oil.
think they have
think they
other metals that
I think they have other elements that we don't have here on this planet.
I think they do too. And I mean, their planets, think about it. If they can bend space and time, like, here's space, here's time, and then they commit this thing,
Right.
you know? That's like a big deal.
I mean, yeah.
I think we're going to be there soon.
Do you think it's possible that can go, like, horrifically wrong and then we can just end our existence?
Like implode in on ourselves.
Like, if we open a black hole or something like that, do you think it can just suck us in and we're gone?
I think that black holes, I think that if you are a distant planetary, I think that you know how to use black holes. And this is what I learned at AlienCon. This is not something that I'm just making up out of my mind. But you've learned, if you're that advanced in your whatever it is, that you can learn how to use the force of black holes.
Do you think black holes are something that they're maybe using in their warfare?
I don't know.
Just your personal opinion.
I don't know. I don't think so because they've done every galaxy has a big black hole in the center of it. Research. I mean, every galaxy has a big black hole in the center of it.
Really?
So, yeah.
I didn't know this.
Oh, our galaxy has a huge black hole. Andromeda has a huge black hole.
Is that what everything orbits around?
Well, the stars because light can't escape the black hole.
Okay.
So the stars that go around the black hole, it gets faster and faster and they dive in.
You get slower and slower as you get closer to the black hole.
I mean, it does once you get in there, but you're already smushed to bits and pieces.
Right, like life's dead before it even gets to that point.
Yeah. Once you cross what's it called? The horizon event? The horizon event. You are just dead but I think that some planets that are much more advanced than us have learned how to use this. I mean,
for what?
Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they?
Like travel?
Yeah. Why wouldn't they?
Isn't there a movie based off that?
I guarantee there's.
I think there is where they use the.
I mean, why wouldn't
Event
you?
horizon.
If you were in advanced, like 50 kabillion years ahead of time,
right?
Why wouldn't you try to?
Well, if they're advanced enough, and they have that technology, which
why wouldn't you try? And how do you know where it's going to lead? You don't.
Yeah, but they probably do.
Exactly. And that's
Very
why
interesting.
they might be using it.
For sure.
I mean, at the end of the day, we don't know. We don't know what's going on. I want to so bad.
I think there's a lot that goes into this. You know, there's so much more to always be kind of like learning or discovering about just the theories and.
I think our government knows a lot more than they're telling us.
Oh, of course, that's given.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, our government knows a lot more, but for me, I just know that they're out there.
Did you go to Alien Con with someone else? Or did you go
My
alone?
sister and my friend Jennifer.
Yeah.
Oh, we had so much fun.
It was a good time.
Oh, it was a good time.
How often do they have it?
I think once a year.
Where is it? Phoenix?
No, it's like different places.
You went to the one in San Diego?
No, it was Pasadena.
Okay.
And a couple years ago, I went in LA. It was fun. We had a good time.
Are there a lot of people dressed up like aliens?
No.
No?
I mean, they're pretty serious about it.
Dude, I'd totally go dressed as an alien.
I mean, you can, but I mean, they're pretty serious.
That's cool.
It was-
What's there? Like, is it just different booths, like discussing?
Well, they have a lot of seminars, like aliens and ley lines, and the Ark of the Covenant, and the Mayans, and it's just that kind of stuff.
Right.
Like, kind of, it's pretty much ancient aliens,
Uh-huh.
but it's so much fun. I had a good time.
Well, that sounds like a
Like-
good time.
Like angels and aliens, and it's a good time. I mean, if you're into that, which I am.
I might be interested in going to the next one.
I think you should. I'll let you know when the next one is.
Okay.
Dude,
we
we should
should
totally go.
go.
That'd be a really good time.
It was Pasadena. We had a great time.
Most definitely.
So let's see here. We've got another one. Another listener submitted question.
Hmm.
Gotta open it up. Okay, so there's one that someone just wanted to ask in general. Should we go for it?
Yeah.
You go ahead and read it.
Okay, so this was a listener submitted a question. If you had to give up cheese or sex for the rest of your life, which one are you going with?
Oh, definitely sex.
I agree. Yeah.
Definitely sex.
Really? Really?
I'm old. Yeah, sex.
Cheese.
But you, Mr. Murdy, you're giving
Cheese,
up,
dude.
You're giving up cheese or sex?
Sex with cheese.
No, I'm giving him a sex. I'm giving him sex.
I don't think I could give up sex. I'm gonna be for real.
This is your mother right here.
Nah,
Watch
over
your
cheese,
mouth,
over
Tony.
cheese, not worth it.
He can. You know what? He's
A
a
grown-ass
young man,
man.
so I would not expect him to give up sex.
Fuck that. Fuck that.
I would not expect him to.
I ain't giving that up.
I'm old. Sex.
Cheese,
Definitely
yeah, you
sex.
can't live without cheese.
Would rather live without sex than cheese. I would want cheese better than sex.
Sex is overrated.
Cheeses.
Well,
Cheese is- yeah.
with cheese.
Cheese lasts longer.
Cheese. It does. It lasts longer than you, maybe.
Dude, they got aged cheese. It's like 2 years old. 3 years old.
I've
20
always
years old.
wanted a big block, like a wheel of cheese, like a full wheel.
Like a big block and just
Cut a little
bite
hole in it.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Oh.
so you can have sex with it.
No. Stop, man. I don't want to hear about your sexual
Sexual fantasies with cheese.
Please don't.
Ooh, some Gouda.
Please don't.
A nice
Please
wheel
don't,
of
sir.
cheddar.
Please
Oh,
Swiss. Then you don't have to cut a hole.
the hole's already
don't.
there. I'm
Okay,
actually...
okay. Back on the alien questions. Back on the alien questions. This one's a little bit... I mean, it's a good question. I think it was done in a serious sense because the rest of the questions this person submitted were serious. Are any aliens attractive? And if so, would you be with one if the opportunity arose?
Okay, so I believe there's a lot of different species of aliens. I believe there's
There's the Greys.
the
Anunnaki,
Greys, which are not
the reptilians.
attractive. There's reptilians that are not attractive, but there's also what are the tall people called? The Amazonians. And the
I don't know.
the German guys.
The Nazis.
Yeah, what were they following?
In regards to what?
The
Extraterrestrial life.
alien people, the Adians.
Aryan.
Yeah. So I believe there's a lot of people that are aliens that are very. Oh, that could be very attractive to us.
I mean, if the shapeshifters are a thing, they could shapeshift into whatever you find attractive.
Well, they could, but
Cheese?
There you go, Tony.
I can eat them.
There you go, Tony.
No, I believe the Aryans and I do believe there are some hot aliens out there. I mean,
Okay.
my son's here, so I can't.
No, go for it. This is your episode. The aliens are hot.
There could be some hot aliens. I believe there are very many species of aliens that are very attractive.
Okay. Fair
And
enough.
come to me in my dreams if you can. Come to
Don't-
me in my dreams if you want to.
Don't be afraid. Extraterrestrials.
Don't be afraid to come to me in my dreams.
Bring
Hot
the-
alien species.
Bring the probe if you have it.
No, I don't want probes. Just come to me in my dreams. Hot alien species.
There you go. Okay, well, we have a couple more.
Couple more questions, yeah. Just general questions we'll finish off with, unless you wanted to explain anything else about...
Is there anything else you
Hot
want to say
aliens.
about the aliens?
No, just anything in regards to aliens.
Just last thoughts or last things you want to throw at us?
So I think that aliens have a lot to do with the Bible.
Okay.
So I'm gonna cut up in this. So I think God is an alien. I think the mother of creator is an alien. I think all of God's creatures or aliens? I think they started from aliens.
Like Adam and Eve?
I think Adam and Eve weren't even nothing.
You don't think they were real?
No,
Okay.
I don't. I think. Yeah, I don't think they were real. I think God created man to look after woman, and Adam. Okay, so I'm going to quote the Bible right now. Adam is a meaning, if you look in the Bible, for humanity.
Okay.
That's Adam. So, yeah.
Okay. Adam means humanity.
Adam means humanity. It means man and woman. It means all united.
Does Eve mean anything?
No.
So you don't think
It's
there
just
was...
a translation. So the whole Bible was a translation. The whole Bible was error translation. That's why Mary's a virgin. She really wasn't a virgin.
She was a whore.
No, she wasn't.
Well, not literally.
She was of Marian age.
I don't know what that
How
means.
can you say that, Aunt?
What are you talking? I mean, how you of course she
Mary-
was. She was, look at her. The broad was a whore.
She was married.
At 14.
That's when they married back in those days. We're thinking back in the before Jesus. That's when they married.
Okay. Okay. Do you have anything else?
No.
Okay. Then I'm just going to shoot off some more of these general questions here and just kind of just keep it going.
Okay.
Have you ever bought something because you've seen it on an ad?
A
As a-
rug.
So an ad has definitely worked on you.
A rug, yeah.
Where was the ad?
Mayfair.
Ooh.
A nice rug?
I have it in there. I can show you. I just got it today.
Really?
We got it today.
Nice.
Beautiful rug. It's pink and silky and soft and sleek. Oh my god, I love it.
Hot or iced coffee?
Huh?
Hot or iced coffee?
Hot. Hot. Hot.
Do you ever go, even in the summertime, you're drinking a hot coffee?
Once in a while, I'll drink an iced coffee.
Okay. My
But
preferred is
hot
definitely
mostly.
iced. Have you ever been kicked out of a public place?
Oh, yeah.
For what?
Like-
Smoking.
Like smoking cigarettes?
Yep.
Bernie's.
Burns.
Yeah.
Why? Wait, there was like a sign that said no smoking and you were just, fuck that?
I don't remember.
Fuck
I was
that.
so drunk, son. I don't
You
remember.
just pulled out the Bernie.
Yeah, it probably wasn't even me because I don't smoke, but
Yeah, everyone has a little,
yeah, it was
little smoke with
I'm sure it was
the
fun.
drink.
sure a great time.
Pepsi or Coke?
I love my sister, so Pepsi.
Pepsi? Trash.
If you didn't love your sister?
Coke.
Okay.
There you go.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Do you have an all-time favorite song?
I don't. I don't.
No all-time favorite song?
It's gotta beat Whitney Houston.
Ooh.
Which one?
The dance one. Last Dance.
There was Coke involved in that one.
No, there was not.
Oh, you know.
In the making of that song.
Huh?
In the making of the song, I guarantee you there was
There
Coke.
was definitely Coke involved.
I wasn't there, so I don't know.
Have you ever faked being sick to get time off work?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I have done that.
Trash. How long will
Ooh,
you?
trash.
How-
What do you mean trash?
I'm kidding. We
It's
all
not
do
trash.
it. We all do it. How long will you use a kitchen sponge before replacing it?
Oh my god. I don't know, a month.
Okay.
Well, my maids come, or my house cleaners come
My
once a
maids
month.
Your maids.
My
Oh.
maids
Edit that
come.
out.
My house cleaners come once a month and throw my sponge out, so a month.
What's the worst injury you've ever had?
My bicycle fall.
Oh man, yeah, that one's pretty.
Yeah, it was bad.
That one's pretty brutal.
Yeah.
Horrible. Have you ever ran away as a child?
No.
Never ran away?
Did you think about it?
Yeah, I thought about it, but I never did.
What was your biggest fear as a child?
My mom and dad getting divorced.
Sheesh.
Did they?
Nope.
That shit fucking hits hard.
Speaking of fuck, how many times do you use the word fuck in a day?
Oh, like 50 million.
50.
Every sentence.
I don't think you've said it. I don't think you've said it once on this podcast.
Oh, well, I like to use the word fuck.
Okay.
Well, I have to say, when the kids were growing up, my favorite was shit.
Little shit fucker.
Yeah. That was my favorite word, shit.
What age did you start swearing?
Out the womb.
13.
She came out dropping shit. Fuck.
13.
Did you swear in
We'll
front of
just
your
say
parents?
13. No. No, never.
Do you currently swear in front of your parents?
Oh, yeah. Now I do.
What's the most trouble Anthony's ever been in?
When he got arrested for pot. Remember?
Which time?
Oh.
When you were in high school.
Oh, when I called you and you were like, I'm not coming to pick your ass up, and I was like, they're going to take me to jail.
It was horrible.
Oh,
I was
fuck,
so
that was
afraid.
funny. I remember the cop asked me, because he found some weed in my car, and he asked me, he goes, do you have any more? Asking me if I had any more weed in my car. And I looked this guy dead in the house, and I say, at my house.
At my house.
And I'm living there.
Yeah. We had poundage coming through.
Yeah, not cool. Not cool, Aunt.
Have you seen his Instagram?
I have not. I don't do Instagram, so no.
Expect that. Besides from a house or a car, what's the biggest purchase you've ever made?
The boat.
What kind of boat?
It was a nice boat.
It's a Taiga.
It's one of those wakeboard boats with the tower on top. And
What happened?
We lost it in 2008.
Oh, okay.
makes sense. Have you ever bought something that you needed for maybe a day or two and then gone back and returned it once you were done using it?
I think so.
Pretty classy. You ever had beef with a neighbor?
Yeah. Yeah, I did. So, I left my plunger outside. When we moved in that house, remember after I got divorced from your dad?
Uh-huh.
We moved to that house, and she didn't want me leaving my plunger outside. She called the police on me.
Over a plunger?
For leaving your plunger outside?
Jesus.
On my front porch, she called the police for leaving my plunger out there.
Sounds
She's like,
uptight.
I asked you not to. I'm like, that was a day ago.
Jeez.
Anywho.
Did you get arrested?
No.
Have you ever been arrested?
Yes. Don't ask me. Please don't ask me. Don't want to go there.
We don't have to go into that.
Please don't go there.
Well, I'm going to ask you off once we turn the podcast on.
Yeah, once we're off air here.
No, I don't want to go there.
She doesn't want to go there, Tony.
All right. Have you ever had to ask to speak to the manager of a restaurant?
No.
Not a Karen?
Who?
A Karen.
Never
I'm
heard
not a
that? Never
Karen.
heard being a Karen?
Not a
Okay.
Karen.
How long will you wait? Like, how low will you let your gas tank go before filling up?
Oh, low. Like,
Below empty?
oh, yeah. Big time.
Right on.
Yeah, big time.
You know, it's good to fill it up about quarter tank.
I know. But I don't.
Sometimes it's just, you don't have to scratch, you know?
But I'm lazy, son.
And I know how that goes.
I'm
believe
lazy.
me.
I don't even want to do it.
That's where Tony gets it from.
Pretty much.
You ever told someone to go fuck themselves to
Oh,
their
yeah.
face?
Oh, yeah. Big time.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought she was going to whenever we were joking about the snake.
She fucking let me have it, dude.
I
Threw me
cannot
through the
believe
ringer with
he had
that
a
one.
snake in my house.
He didn't have a snake in the house.
He better not have. And
would
you
it-
know what? And I asked him, you know what, Anthony? I think you did.
I didn't. I wouldn't do that to you.
I hope not.
I'm a good guy.
Because I was so afraid.
What were you afraid of? What was your fear with the snake
fucking
being in the house?
snake. I don't like snakes.
Like it getting out and like constricting you?
I don't know. I just told you not to bring a snake into my house.
Some people have phobias, and it's your mother. You should have respected that.
I did respect it.
I hope so.
I did. Justin, tell her.
Yes. But the monitor. There's a monitor.
I did have a baby monitor under the bed. I bought it for Parker. Parker wants a monitor, so I got him a monitor.
Yeah.
You ever vandalized private property?
I don't know what to do with my child right now.
She's disappointed in Pepperoni Tony over here. She's not having it. You see that?
No, I mean, I trust you to do things that
I didn't bring a snake into the house.
I hope not,
I was literally
Anthony,
just to
because
get-
I
it's-
asked you please not to.
It was to get a rise out of you, and it
I
worked.
hope not, because I asked you not to.
And it worked. Okay.
Okay.
Have you ever stood around to watch a crime scene?
Yeah, I have.
Just flashbacks.
What was it? What was it?
Yeah, what's going on?
So I was 10, and a motorcycle hit a car, and his leg was sizzling on the engine.
Oh, fuck.
I know.
Standing around for the barbecue, huh?
Gruesome.
Sitting there with a plate.
I mean, yeah, it was gruesome. I can remember smelling the burnt flesh.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it was gnarly.
So
but
let me ask you that. Let me ask you then. Do you put mustard and ketchup on a hot dog?
What? What?
He put my mustard and ketchup
I
on a
don't
hot
eat
dog.
hot dogs.
You don't eat hot dogs?
You don't eat meat.
What?
You know I don't eat meat.
Well, you used to.
Well, I used to, but I don't anymore.
So did you put mustard and ketchup on a hot dog when you did?
Yeah.
That's alright. I do mustard, ketchup, a little bit of relish.
Yeah,
I'm more of a mayo man myself.
I was gonna say a little bit of mayo. Ooh.
I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed to say so.
Why?
Nothing embarrassing about a
Because
hot dog.
Hot dogs are classy.
Ugh.
In a zombie apocalypse situation, how long are you making it?
Oh, I'm making it.
You're making
Throughout
it?
the whole thing.
You got your go bag?
Oh, I got everything. I'm gonna learn how to shoot a gun.
Do you have a bug out bag?
I will have one.
We'll have one. But what if it happens tomorrow? Like, I'll let you know, I'm not someone that is super... Like, I don't believe in, like, superstition, and I don't think the world's going to end, but I definitely have a bug out bag.
You know what? I might make one. Because I've been watching, what's that show on Watch?
Like, Extreme Preppers or something
No,
like that?
no. What's that show I watch?
Skinwalker Ranch?
What's it
No.
about?
Zombies.
Oh, is it
Walking Dead.
The Last of Us?
No.
Fear the Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Oh, The Walking Dead.
And you know what? I wouldn't make it. Not at all. I would try my hardest, but I wouldn't make it.
That changed really quickly.
I want to think that I would make it, and I would do my best. What are you laughing at, Anthony?
Oh,
Just
so
you went from...
Because you know where I'm coming from.
You went from I'm
you
making
know where
it
I'm
to
going
I'm
to.
not.
I would do my best.
Right on. All right.
Stop making fun of me.
We're not.
I would
not,
do
no.
my
No
best.
one's making fun of you here.
I would do my best to make it.
I'll be honest with you. I'm like one of the first ones to go.
Look at that.
Look at this. I
don't-
can't get far.
That's good
I
eats.
don't want to.
That's good eats right there.
I would do everything. I mean,
Ketchup,
I want to learn
mustard,
how to shoot a
mayo.
gun just so I can avoid the zombie apocalypse.
I think the best way to survive would be to just get out of town. I don't think standing around and firing
I
guns,
don't
because
think
you fire
there's-
a gun, they're loud. You just draw attention to yourself. I think
know,
just
but
taking off is the best
I
plan.
don't think there's anywhere you can go not to avoid dead people. There's people everywhere, you know?
I always thought I'm stealing like a container ship.
A lower population area, like you could go out in the desert. Unfortunately, the reality is the best way to go about it would be to go like some isolated area where there's someone living off the grid,
A container ship.
and you'd unfortunately have to kill them.
You,
I'd live on that container ship.
Mama's coming to find you. We're gonna go in your container ship.
That's a done deal.
There we go.
Oh, we're all gonna
Gotta
be
steal the
together. Yay!
Captain Parker.
Captain Parker on the.
We're
on
gonna
the
be
deck.
together in Anthony's container ship.
Aye aye.
Episode 346 on the container ship.
I can help a lot, so yeah.
All right. Should we wrap it up?
Yeah, I mean that's an hour and 22. This is our first guest, Trina.
Thank
Hey.
you. Thank you for being on.
Yep. So here we go.
Before we go though.
Hold on. We want to announce that we have the Instagram up. That's where people are asking questions. RBRT Podcast. Make sure to give it a follow. Tune in. We're dropping episodes every Monday. So make sure and give it a listen. Give us a follow on Instagram. We're planning on doing a little gift card giveaway soon. Make sure you get in on that.
Tune in.
Next week. Later.